Today, I want to talk about what is unnatural. I'm always interested in the shadow side of the implicit nature. And so, you've heard language that we use like be yourself, let nature take its course, or that someone is unnatural with athletics, speaking in front of a camera, playing the piano. Who or what is unnatural? And does nature have an alternate course when we say, let nature take its course? So let's explore what's unnatural. And I hope that you'll stick around. So we live with some well-meaning common sense that we are to let it be. This is almost implying that we are to give permission to nature to take her course, to let things happen and unfold on their own. This would imply that as the creature roaming around on the earth, I have this particular power to intervene, to alter the course of history, to divert the course of nature, and to create a tangential, alterable path. So we'll put ourselves in some sort of so-called moral dilemma. We're on an African safari, and we're told to not intervene, don't disturb the wildlife. And you see a gazelle being stalked by a lion, and your heart goes out to that innocent animal. And so to protect it, you shoot the lion. And you've saved the gazelle. But spiritual understanding is seeing the innocence in all three angles of that natural experience. The neutral observer, which is you, the gazelle, and the lion, or innocent bystanders. Even in your action of innocence, your heart bled to kill the attacker. But the lion was being natural, wasn't it? You were being natural. You couldn't help it. So even if you're walking down the street, walking along a river, and you see a small child in the river, and you so-called sacrifice your life to jump in to save that child, and you die, but the child lives, and you become the victim. You would consider that the saving victim, right? So those two identities cancel each other out. The saving victim. So you have this dilemma here. Is human intervention even possible? Is being an innocent bystander any different than being an innocent attacker. When it comes right down to it, it's very difficult to tell if there is anything that you might honestly call unnatural. Even maybe immoral. See, my dog just came for a visit, and I could easily say that she's messed up my video. She's down here. She doesn't even know. She hears my voice. That's it. So this is a variable that's just as natural as anything else. So this appearance of nature having a circuitous and tangential fork in the road that you can intervene in and alter the course of history is poppycock. To be a natural would be to insinuate that one can be an unnatural. And you can be. That's what's so interesting, that you can sense there is a fraudulence in the universe, detectable in human beings. There's an inauthenticity. But what's so weird about the ego and this thing that we're trying to point to is that it's all natural. Your body. Look, I'm shirtless here on YouTube. This is me. And there's a part of you that wants to be seen in the fullness of your imperfection and so-called flaws. So without that bit of distrust and that bit of seeming unnaturalness, we'd never have a distinguishing feature to tell each other apart. But where this falls apart is an understanding that there's nothing foreign in the universe. There's nothing foreign about the universe. And if you can sense yourself as the cosmos, the so-called microcosmos, which seems different, senses itself as this autonomous, natural/unnatural thing. So in this intimate knowledge, you realize that self and other are the same. And what's unnatural is the same as what's natural. So what is this allowing that we're always talking about? Letting nature take its course. It's realizing there is no alternate. There is no avoidance of fate and destiny. And dare I say, attacker and victim are innocent. Either we're all guilty or we're all innocent. You see, there's no more picking and choosing when you realize that no matter what side of the so-called argument you're making, therein lies nature. This is a hard pill to swallow when you realize there is no enemy to the course of nature. Nature's course is not an obstacle course. And, the well-meaning guru might say you've got to get out of your own way. You've got to get out of your own head. You've got to stop meddling. But I want to know, what is nature's opponent? If the world is here to challenge you, that would mean there is a true, honest, and equal opposing force to the universe at large. And I can't sense it. I can't see it. I can't see what opposes the universe. Except the universe. I can't see what's unnatural except what's natural. So this thing that we see as an alternate course or meddling in history or changing the world is bullshit. You see. And that life is not here to challenge you. There is no you to challenge. And there is no challenger. There is no neutral witness. You may have been given some bad advice. Somebody might have said, oh, you're not the body. You're not the mind. No. You see, you are the body. You are the mind. You are everything. You might say you're not just the mind. You're not just the body. You are not just the stories. There is no opponent. Then there is no savior and no victim. Then what is there? Nature. And all of her wondrous glory. And that's who we are. Even the so-called unnatural parts of us. Even the so-called opponent. We create our own shadow, implicit. And that's how purpose is driven. So-called purpose is superficial. You got to make it right. Okay. But understand, it's not fundamentally fucked up. And neither are you or me. It's set up that way. In a controlled environment. But who's controlling it? When you get into that, nature doesn't need control. She's doing just fine. Again, there's no opponent. Maybe this language makes sense to you. If God is for us, who can be against us? Both sides of any duality, nature and natural and unnatural, contain the truth. And that's what sets you free from this idea that you can alter what's essentially perfect. And that what's essentially perfect is you and me, and all differences cease. Even the ones between what we consider natural and unnatural. And I hope that these insights mean something to you and liberate you. And there's another word. There's no difference between being liberated and enslaved. I don't know how to explain my existence. I just know it's real. All aspects of it. My name is Ryan. I hope that you enjoyed these insights. Please check out my blog. It's called mymorningmotivator.com. And I hope that you will check out one of my books on Amazon. And I thank you for watching.